So here this is the entire cell. So this is the nucleus, this is DNA, and this is cytoplasm. So we know well, for the synthesis of proteins there are two different steps. The first step is called as transcription and the second step is called as translation. Transcription takes place inside the nucleus, wherein translation, the process of transformation of information from nucleus to the cytoplasm, and where actual process of synthesis of protein takes place. So today we'll see the second step, that is translation. So the process of protein synthesis takes place in two different steps. So what happened exactly? This is the transcription. So during first step, which is called as transcription, an mRNA copy is made of the DNA. So here this is the DNA molecule and this is the synthesis of mRNA. So this mRNA is complementary to this particular DNA, which is exactly copying the information which is available on the DNA. So the information from DNA will come to the mRNA. So what happens exactly after copying the information on the mRNA? So now this mRNA will come out from nucleus to the cytoplasm. So inside the cytoplasm, this is called as ribosome, and all these are the amino acids. So the mRNA carries the information encoded in the DNA sequence from the nucleus to the cytoplasm, where the second step takes place, which is called as actual synthesis with the help of translation, actual synthesis of proteins. So what happened exactly? This is the mRNA, that is messenger RNA, which got message from the DNA. What to do with this message we know well. During this step, which is called as translation, the mRNA strand is read and amino acid linked together into a protein. So how this takes place? Now already I have mentioned, this is the ribosome, this is the ribosome, this is the mRNA, and all these are the amino acid. The sequence of mRNA is read by a molecule present in the cytoplasm called as ribosome. So how this ribosome will work, we'll see in detail. So all these are the amino acids pool which is present in the cytoplasm. The ribosome links together the amino acid also present in the cytoplasm. Now see here, this is the mRNA. Zooming in on the mRNA strand, the individual nucleotide in the sequence can be seen. So now see here, individual nucleotides which are present. So this is the ribosome, this molecule is called as ribosome, and these are the codons. This is the first codon, second codon, third codon, fourth codon, and so on. So many codons which are present on the mRNA, which is copied from the DNA during transcription. So the ribosome read the sequence 3 nucleotides at a time. Each group of 3 nucleotides is a single codon. So here first, second, third, which come together, which results into a first codon. Likewise second codon, third codon, and so on. So after this, what happened? This ribosome molecule present in the cytoplasm attaches to the mRNA strand and begins reading the sequence. So how is the sequence is read by this particular ribosome? After that, after complete reading by the ribosome, which reads the start codon, which is called as AUG. So this AUG is called as start codon, or it is also called as initiation codon. So the ribosome looks for the start codon composed of the nucleotide, that is AUG. This is where it will begin building the amino acid chain. So now this is the transfer RNA, exactly opposite to the start codon. So here A, which is replaced by U, here U, which is replaced by A, here G, which is replaced by C. So now the amino acids are transferred to the ribosome by tRNA molecules. So tRNAs have an anticodon at one end and amino acid on the other end. So now see here, this is the tRNA. So this tRNA at one hand, it is having anticodon, which is complementary to the initiation codon. So here AUG, so here UAC. So at one side of the tRNA, presence of anticodon, and another side of this tRNA, presence of amino acid. So this is the first amino acid brought by the tRNA as per the message which is available on the mRNA. So what happened? This particular anticodon of the tRNA dictates which amino acid is carries to the ribosome. Each of the 20 amino acid in a plant pairs up with between 1 and 4 anticodons. So now see here, this is the structure of tRNA, which is actually RNA coiled up into the proper shape. The anticodon is a sequence of 3 nucleotides that are complementary to a codon. So see here, A, U, U, A, G, C. When a codon is read by the ribosome, a tRNA with a complementary anticodon temporarily binds up into the place. Now here, this is the second tRNA. As per the information which is available on the messenger RNA, the C will join with G, C will join with C, U is going to join with A. So what happened exactly? This is the first tRNA with one amino acid. This is second tRNA with one more amino acid. So the ribosome reads the next codon and another tRNA with a complementary anticodon binds. So here we are having 2 amino acid. So how these 2 amino acid will bind together? Now see here, there is a bonding between 2 amino acid. Amino acid number 1, amino acid number 2. The ribosome promotes a chemical reaction to occur that joins the 2 amino acids together with the help of peptide bond. So the bonding in between 2 amino acid is called as peptide bond. So ribosome promotes a chemical reaction, as a result of which a peptide bond takes place between these 2 amino acids, and likewise this chain continues. So now see here, as the ribosome continues down the mRNA strand, the first tRNA falls off, leaving its amino acid. So this is the first tRNA which leave that place because of the bonding takes place in between these 2 amino acid, and this process continues. So third tRNA will come with the third amino acid molecule. As soon as the bonding takes place between second amino acid with the third with the help of peptide bond. So here this is the first amino acid, this is peptide bond, second amino acid, again peptide bond, third amino acid, again peptide bond. So many molecule join with many peptide bonds called as polypeptide bonding. So many peptide bonds called as polypeptide bonding. So the tRNA matching the next codon binds to the ribosome and the amino acid bond takes place. This process continues until the ribosome reads the stop codon. this codon indicates the end of the gene. For example, if we want a particular protein, so initiation codon AUG, when that initiation codon starts its characters, then so many amino acids come together, and when the ribosome read the stop codon, that is UAA, the process is going to stop. So as a result of which, what happened? The last tRNA falls off the ribosome, and the ribosome falls off the mRNA strand. So here this ribosome falls off, or this ribosome leave this particular mRNA, and this is the formation of protein molecule. So the last tRNA falls off the ribosome, and the ribosome falls off the mRNA strand. So although a chain shows here has only 5 amino acids, in reality an amino acid chain is usually composed of hundreds of amino acids. So many amino acids come together with the help of polypeptide bond, and as a result of which it forms a protein molecule. So here this is the synthesis of protein molecule. The amino acid chain folds up into a three-dimensional structure dictated by the order of amino acids. This unique structure gives each protein its unique function and allows it to do the work. And this process continues. See here, ribosome, addition of amino acids, then that amino acid prepared a protein. Immediately after stop codon, ribosome will leave that place, and this process continues as and when required. Wherever the protein required, this process takes place. So during translation, multiple ribosomes can read the mRNA strand at a single time, producing larger quantities of the protein. And here this entire process is called as translation. So this takes place in the cytoplasm, continuous formation of protein molecules going on inside the cytoplasm. So this is all about the process of translation.